Welcome to Shy. My name is Brandy Jones, and we wanted to say how much we appreciate you choosing to spend time with us this afternoon. Today is March 15th. Beware the Ides of March.
At least it's not Friday.
It's true.
March 15th.
Or Friday the 13th. At least it can't be Friday the 13th and March 15th all at once. That's fantastic, because that would be the epitome.
Well, wouldn't Monday the 13th be the worst thing possible?
I really don't know why Friday the 13th is the thing and Monday the 13th is.
Celebrate no school. Come on.
So, this is Josh.
Hello.
And?
Hi, I'm Jackie.
And Jackie is not usually on the podcast.
This is another sleeve we have. Oh, sorry. The sister.
This is the sister. And
What?
another minion that I have. And today we have a whole list of things to talk about because our last podcast got corrupted. And
that was fun.
So we spent a good long time doing the whole recording of everything. And which I have bloopers that'll go at the end. And it was gone. It was amazing. Apparently, if a smallish human unplugs when the phone is got the video going to the laptop to upload it to the YouTube's
thing,
then the video, even if it's pretty much done, it's just gone.
What happened is my little brother totally was like, so I see that this phone is uploading to the laptop through a cord. So I'm going to be brilliant, unplug the cord, walk around with the phone for 5 minutes and be like, hey, can I use this? That's basically what happened.
I know. That's what I said. You just reiterated what I said, and there was a tear. I dropped my Pop-Tart. Okay.
I dropped my Hot Pocket.
So, they spend a little too much time on YouTube if you get that joke. And if you don't, then I apologize, because we're 2 minutes in, and it's already a disaster.
Hi, I'm Brandy, and I'm going to make sure it's not a disaster.
So today we have soap, and we have sewing, because Jackie has some sewing to talk about. I'm going to start with soap stuff, because we were very busy this week with soap things. So the first one I have that is going to be going in the shop, I'm super excited, is this. It's a black, it looks kind of gray, but
kind of like dark blue. So
it's not dark blue. It's definitely black. I mean, look at the difference compared to my shirt.
Do you want me to do the tap things so that they focus on it?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. And it's got tamanu oil in it, and it's got activated charcoal.
Really good for your skin.
Yeah, it's crazy amazing.
It smells awesome too.
Oh, my sewing needle's bent.
And then Jackie and I made a soap.
Okay, this is so pretty.
It looks plain. That's the bottom. But it's not. Look at how pretty.
I made most of the mermaids.
Bring it in front of the screen.
And I picked the colors. I would have liked the purple to be a little more vibrant.
And some of them have. No, they're not cleaned up yet. But look at.
I think it looks better like that, personally.
What a good job she did. Oh. And they smell amazing.
I can't.
It smells amazing, and you can't have any.
What?
Why are you being weird today?
Wait,
are you going to stop being weird like 10 minutes in?
Can't smell it.
And then Johnny made one. His was cute. This is a tiny little sample bar. You can't really see it. But this is supposed to be gold here. And it's very not gold.
It didn't turn out very gold, I think.
It turned out very green.
Like metallic gold.
I think it would have been better if it were a clear soap instead of a coconut oil soap or a lather thick soap mix.
No, it really has to do with the coloring. The colorant is a metallic mica, and it didn't turn the color that he wanted when he was mixing it. But it's a drop in, just dollop it in. So that's how it's supposed to look with all the blops and goops. And he used a red apple fragrance, and it's amazing.
And it smells so good.
So those are fun. And then this is the other one we have.
It's a plain coconut oil.
It's just a plain coconut oil soap.
And the top actually looks super nice.
You really can't see it too well.
Let me see. I haven't seen this one. Oh, I see. Yeah.
It's just white. And
Cloud Cuckoo Land soap.
Yeah, coconut oil soap.
That needs to happen. Sorry for interrupting you.
I don't know what Cloud Cuckoo Land is.
Lego movie.
It's the Lego movie.
What is Cloud Cuckoo Land and Lego
Where
movie?
Princess Unikitty
lives.
Oh, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Well, I know who the kitty cat is.
Unikitty.
I love Unikitty.
Unikitty.
She's kind of like me. She's like, I'm so happy. I'm mad. I'm so happy. I'm mad. That's like, it's kind of like me.
Isn't that how every girl is?
No, definitely not. Just moms.
Jackie, you're out of frame. You're out of frame.
No, she's not. She's
Right here.
Fine.
There you go. No, you're not.
I don't think you can talk, Josh. You're being silly too.
I can't talk. You're right.
I'm not being silly.
I can just do sign language.
He's really in a thing today. Do you think he's putting on a show because you're here?
Oh.
So sewing, you have this amazing fabric.
That is a fat quarter.
You just.
And it's simple. And
Oh, yeah, that's pretty.
I do like it. It's pretty. This is one of my fat quarters?
Yeah, it has dandelions on it. I only used very little, because I'm making a small pillow out of it. This is my pillow fabric. Oh, and my other pillow just went flying down.
And then this one is the one you're working on.
This one is the one I'm almost done. I'm currently sewing in the last little edge. It is stuffed very loosely, so it's not going to be that big, but I like how loose it is because it's comfortable. And then
it's is it for you to use, or do the girls use it with their dolls? What do
they're going to use it for their dolls. They asked me to make them a pillow to use with their dolls.
Oh,
that's so cute when you squish it down.
Oh,
it's like so.
And you made a pony one as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
And then I have an upcoming sewing project that I wanted to do because I'm going to add in something in my room that's going to match the colors. I'm making two. One of them is going to be a double-sided pillow. It's going to be black on one side and red on the other side. So a kind of a deeper red, so it kind of matches. And that's going to be like 20 inches wide and 5 inches long because I like the way that the size of that pillow, so like
it'll be bigger than
this wide and 5 inches long or something like that. I don't know the full measurements. I just decided to make it today because I wanted to make that. And then my other sewing project will be a double-sided pink and purple pillow. Same measurements, and yeah, it's gonna match the rest of my color scheme in my room because I share my room with my sister, and she likes pinks and purples, and I like blacks, red, pinks, and purples. And those are the sewing projects, I think.
Oh, awesome.
That's mine. Those are mine.
Do you have any, Mom?
The sewing projects we've been talking about, I'm trying to find on Ravelry that I want to talk about that shawl, and I forgot to look it up. The sewing projects I've been thinking about were the Me Made May, right? And the Hey Sister podcast. She's already got a couple of dresses made. She's working on a portage, which is the sweater that I made, that red one. Ooh. She's making one in this gorgeous pink color that's amazing. And
is she sewing it?
Well, she's knitting it. Yeah, she's knitting it. And so they are doing a whole bunch of stuff for the Me Made May. And we're talking about
me doing it.
About making plans for that.
Because
I have no sewing
I have some older friends who make a lot of clothes, and they have some good beginner dress patterns that I could use, and I have a few skirt patterns I could use.
What are you signing?
And those are really all of the clothes I wear. I don't wear very many.
What do you mean?
Formal things. I don't wear very many casual things. I wear dresses and skirts, and sometimes sweatpants and a t-shirt for 4 days in a row.
Yeah.
Oh, that's silly. That's just comfortable clothes for 4 days in a row. I'm trying to find this
it's a
pattern.
Which pattern? The one for Josh?
Yeah.
Well, okay. I'll talk about this in a minute. Let me find it. I'm not being rude. I just can't find it, and I thought.
All right, so let's move to. So we done soap and knitting,
and next is homeschool. So, really, this week the only thing I wanted to talk about for homeschool is the books that you guys are enjoying.
Yep.
I know each of you has been reading quite a lot this past week, and I'm only considering this past week. So yeah, you can talk about that. But Jack, let's let
Shadowhunter Jackie first.
So the book I'm reading, I just ran up to go get it. It was across the room. It's Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson, and I'm almost done with the entire book. It's a trilogy, and he's an author who's made some other books that Josh has read, like he's read Steelheart. So he's not great for 11-year-olds to read.
Why? What's wrong with it?
Because there's some really bad curse words.
Oh, there is? But there wasn't in Steelheart, was there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Which is why I said you could read it. I'm not sure if Jackie could, because there's also a lot of violence involved.
I don't really read books like that often. I can ignore the bad words because I don't care that much. Here you go.
Oh, thank you.
And
can't find this.
So, and the next book I'm going to be reading.
Are you going to finish the trilogy?
After that trilogy, I'm probably going to start reading more mysteries about murders, because I just finished
it's an adult fiction book.
I just finished a mystery murder book, and it was quite interesting. I guessed who the murderer was.
That was the Mary Higgins Clark book.
Yes.
And it was called Second Time Around?
Yeah, The Second Time Around. It's a very good book, and that's the book I've been reading. I like them so far, and that's the book I've been reading.
Okay.
And you have been reading what?
Okay, so
you need to stop knitting and talk this way, because that's always...
Aside from the
Why can't I find this back?
Lord of the Rings books, not The Hobbit, the Lord of the Rings, because people sometimes say that they're like together, like they go back to back, and while they go together, they're not like back to back. As far as the Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, I'm saying that I'm reading Lord of the Rings, not The Hobbit, and explaining.
Right, yes. Okay. The way you explained that, I wasn't following.
I was confused.
Because the Lord of the Rings trilogy is a trilogy, and The Hobbit is a separate book from the Lord of the Rings. Yes. Go ahead. I'm trying to find
The Hobbit.
So I'm only about 3 to 2 chapters into the book, and I had to take a little bit of a break because I am reading another book series.
I really can't find this.
So that I can I can read another one while I'm reading it, and that is the Infernal Devices series again, which so far is the very first series I've ever read twice.
Someone at our ballet studio is reading Lady Midnight.
Oh, no way. That's awesome. And I just finished book 1 of that yesterday. And I'm almost done book 2 today. So, yay.
Okay, I think I have found this. I am interested in a book that my son's therapist actually recommended. His in-home ABA therapy. Sorry.
Mom.
And it's called, is it The Essence of Evil? Or
I don't remember.
It's something like that. And what it is it's a study of autistics and their so autistics generally have an inability to empathize the way that we do. It doesn't mean they can't empathize at all or they don't sympathize, and it's a very broad generalization because I'm trying to explain something really quickly and shortly, so I hope that I don't offend anyone. But the study took and researches how society views sociopaths and psychopaths and their lack of empathy in a real form versus how autistic people handle empathy and the different ways in which that happens. And so the broad generalization is not in the book. It's simply so that I can explain it.
Sorry.
I can't see either of you, and it's making me laugh because I'm like, I'm talking to
my hair is interesting, isn't it?
Sorry,
I'm looking down the knit.
But so that's the book that I'm...
Technical difficulties.
Okay. And we're back. And it's not falling.
I knocked over the camera.
Technical difficulties.
Did you knock it or did Josh?
No, that was my fault. I'm sorry.
We talked about the books, and I hope that I didn't offend anyone. That wasn't the intention. It was just to give you a basic idea of what the book was that I'm going to be reading. It's kind of interesting. And so now we're on to yarn.
yarn.
Yeah. So talk about what you're doing.
Well, I am finishing the row on a shawl.
And this shawl is the one that was a disaster at the beginning, right?
Oh, yes. This one was the last time I showed you a little tiny bit of this shawl. I had to take that out and redo it 3 times. And then I realized I was doing it just wrong.
Yeah, it was bad. That was the one that I had to, like, lean the needles on the table and pushed it through because it was so tight on the needles to take it off. It was horrible. But this is the yarn that you're using.
Yep.
If I can get it to focus on the color. Oh, the color is not fantastic. But it's like a blue-gray.
In real life, it looks darker.
With lavender and light blue throughout. It's a Space Cadet bamboo mixture. I don't remember the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean,
it doesn't have a lot of.
It's almost like cotton,
it's
but not
as
quite.
I think it's a double twist. Is it a chain?
Double twist.
It's a double twist. Double thread.
But I can show you the shawl in just a second. The reason I wanted to finish the row is so that I could.
So we can show it.
Yes.
Okay, well, while you're doing that, you can Jackie can help me show my socks. I've finished, and I get to show them again, even though I showed them last week because that podcast didn't work. Woohoo! Look at me go! So these are my socks. These are my cupcake yarns off Etsy, stripy peppermint bark socks. It's a self-striping yarn, fingering weight, kind of a normal fingering weight. I did them on a size 2 US, I think a 2.5 millimeter, and so I don't have giant feet, but I have kind of big feet. So it's about, I think it's like a 7-inch foot. And I usually do a 7-inch cuff, but because, bless you, because I like to wear them folded like this, this is actually a 9-inch cuff. Goes up to the top of my blockers. Is your nose okay?
Yeah.
Do you need to step away? But these are the ones that if you look, they look funny right about here. You can see the difference between the patterns.
You pointed it out.
Well, it's on purpose. I did this on purpose so that when I fold them, it looks nice and neat.
My mom's smart occasionally.
I have a little bit of a hole right here, and I didn't see until I showed it. How funny. But so I wear them like this folded down, and so that is why. And they took forever, but they're part of my box of socks. I have my boxes. I have a pair of socks for my box of socks, and they are super cute.
Fantastic Mr. Fox would love your pair for your box of socks.
And
he might even make his own.
Now I have to tell this sad.
Wear them socks.
Okay, Fox and socks. With Beatles, battles, bottles.
Words.
Oh,
well, now
Dr. Seuss.
It's not in my turn.
Yeah, I was just saying I get to tell this sad story again because I told the story, but...
Do you want to prepare yourself emotionally?
I am. I'm going to prepare myself and the sock while you discuss your shawl.
Okay.
And Jack can help you with your shawl while I...
Okay. So, we already showed you the yarn. And you okay?
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
She's just not sure what she's doing.
And I'm going to get it prepped here on the needles here. So, this was very frustrating, but I did eventually actually get it past the 5th row. Yay! 5 rows. I'm on the 6th. So what happened is the pattern calls you to knit 2 together and then just knit the rest of the way for each row. And what ended up happening is I thought it said knit 2 together.
Doesn't it have a knit front and back?
Every stitch, every row.
Doesn't it have a knit front and back?
Yeah.
KFB?
I don't think so, actually.
Anyway, so you did the chunk and it was wrong.
Yes.
And then you figured it out and you decided not to rip it out.
Yes, I just figured I'd go on the way I was. So, do you hold that side? I'll hold this side.
You have to hold. You need 2 hands. You got to hold this part up while I hold this part down. And then you have to be able to see what you're doing because I seriously can't.
Yellow.
This is what it kind of looks like.
It's pretty colors.
It is. And if you see where my pinky finger is right here, you can kind of tell how it like bunches together.
But that's okay because you like it like that.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, it made like pleats.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, and it
It's kind of big.
Yeah.
It's not super small. That's a good amount. I mean, it feels like it is.
I'm gonna be almost done soon. I wasn't this is my first ever shawl, so I was planning on making it like how guys normally wear it.
A smaller shawl? Yeah. I don't know. You can't say that because Stephen West wears all the things all the ways.
Okay.
He's a knitting designer.
That's true. How most people wear shawls.
I would just keep using this yarn. I know that's not your thing.
My thing?
I'm not going to use it for anything else.
I don't know. Maybe. But that is all I have that is... Jackie, what did you call it? TWDs?
Oh, yes. We're calling them TWDs. Things we are doing.
Things we're doing.
Twids. The Twids. It's like the Twits by Roald Dahl, except better.
And copyrighted, so.
So I decided to try and make my husband a pair of socks. I have this Patton's Croy. It's a self-striping. Pretty simple. And so I cast on. He does not have much bigger feet than I do. And
I thought he had smaller feet.
He doesn't.
Actually.
No.
Okay.
I think he has smaller feet than you now.
Yeah, now. I think that it... Yes.
But I had decided to... Jackie's face. I had decided to try and make him a pair of socks for Valentine's Day. Which was ridiculous because there's no way that I'm going to knit a pair of socks in a week. But whatever. Dreams. And so... First I cast on a pair of socks. And then I decided to ask him what kind of fabric he likes with the socks. And so I showed him some different ones that I'd made. And of course he picked the fabric that was far tighter than what I was knitting on. So I had to rip that out. And then I tried to cast on 2 at a time, late at night, kind of in the dark. And that was frustrating. And so I decided I would just do 1 at a time. And if worse came to worse, I could just give him 1 for Valentine's Day. And like, hey, I'll give you the other one by the end of February. It's not the best plan, but whatever. And so I cast it on and I'm thinking, well, he's not a huge guy. He's not like big and fat and he doesn't have giant cankles. And so I cast on a 64 stitch and then I knit about 5 inches and I was like, hey babe, can we try this on and see if you like it? And he couldn't get it on. And I was sad. It was a sad moment. What do? We go like this.
Jackie does music.
Jackie does music. Is there music too? So then he looked at it and he said, well, don't pull it all out. And I thought, well, what am I going to do? He was like, well, can't you make yourself a pair of socks or make it a pair for the kids? And I thought, you know what? Box of socks? I can. I will. I did.
I can. I will.
So I only made 1. And this has a slip stitch heel, which you can...
I actually like that.
I like the slip stitch heel. I don't know if you can see it too well. But, and so this also I haven't done the end. That's why that's like that. So it's just a 2x2 cuff for a couple inches, like 2 inches, and then a 2x7 rib, slip stitch heel. I continue the ribbing down the foot because I like the ribbing at the top of my foot. And then I just do the vanilla sock rounded toe. Very, very, very simple sock. It just takes me a really long time to knit them. And these were done on zeros. I do want to try a double zero because I think I would love the fabric. But I think it might take me like a year to make a sock. 1 sock. It would be like a 2-year project. It would be like the first... So the first socks I ever made took 2 years. Because I kept putting them down. Because they were on zeros. And because I'm crazy. And...
You're blocking Jackie out.
Sorry, Jack.
It's okay.
This sock took almost 4 weeks. But I haven't cast the next one on because I started a different project that is just taking my attention. You wanted to look at that heel.
I did.
So that's the slip stitch heel. And it's in my...
It's still attached to your yarn.
It's yeah.
Oh, I see. That's cool.
It's in my zombie Jane Eyre bag from Stitched by Jess Lou. I love her bags. Stitched by Jess Lou.
I like this sock. I'm rubbing on my face.
That's weird. Maybe not. In the meantime, I have noticed a lot. Yeah, this is my Snow White bag.
She has red eyes.
She does have demon eyes. It's my demon Snow White bag. So zombie Jane Eyre, demon Snow White. I don't think it's on purpose. I think it's like a misprint.
We are going to say it's on purpose because that's awesome.
Well, but it's like...
Wait, no, that's not red eyes. That's brown.
I think it's supposed to be brown. No, I think it's supposed to be brown. But it clearly... On this one, it clearly looks red. And this one, look at... It's creepy. Can you see? Snow White gone awry. Anyway.
Snow White and her evil stepmother.
I really wanted to do these socks. It's a cupcake yarn self-striping. I don't remember the name. Let me see if I have it.
I'll do those socks. I could use that as my own.
No, those are mine.
No.
No, good try. Again with this. It's so funny. I have the Jack Spare ribs in here. I talked about this last time. We went to see a magic show. And this guy was hilarious. He's at...
he's a ventriloquist.
Ace at pirateforhire.com. It was magic and a ventriloquist in magic. And he was awesome.
Who's amazing?
Huh?
Who's amazing?
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I have the label in here. I don't think I do. I do know it's a Cupcakes yarn because I love her yarn. It's amazing. But I kept getting laddering on my needle. And so what I've decided to do is order a 9-inch circular because I don't know, it doesn't seem like something I would like because it kind of feels like it would be Tyrannosaurus knitting. Like, yeah. I can't.
I got long legs and little arms and short nose, so I can't get the kid. Don't ask.
I have
just
a sock puppet.
Just
podcast with your kids.
Hello.
It'll be fun, they said.
Go to AnimeCon. It'd be fun, they said.
WizardCon. I want to go to WizardCon.
Yes.
So, I really want to try the 9-inch circulars, and gonna see if that will be something that I like. And I'm gonna try it with that yarn.
Anything else?
Yes. So, are you okay? Because that's not good. That sounds horrible.
We're just dying. Nothing to worry about.
That sounds not so good. So I do have 2 other things. So the other thing that is my TWD, my TWID, you need it. So, is with this yarn, which is a tricoterie. Oh, I have my extra needles here. What a mess. You need water? Well, then go get water and say I need water. You can't have my water. No, you can't. He wants my water, and I'm not letting him. I'm all caught up in my extra needles. What happened there? All right, so this is the yarn, if you can see. Everybody's leaving me.
We're leaving you.
Worst podcast ever. And it is... Oh, I'm going to show the pattern. Oh, no, I'll show this
I'm
first.
moving the knitting closer to her.
What are you doing?
I'm moving this so you can just grab it.
I'm back.
So I have about almost 2.5 inches done of the beginning ribbing, which is on a size 4. You really can't see the color of this yarn. There you go.
Oh, hey,
That's pretty close, right about there.
What is the colorway of it?
I'm trying to remember. I think it's a dark night, and I have my unicorn stitch marker. Can you see my unicorn? There's my unicorn of happiness. Oh, it doesn't want to show. Well, it's a unicorn of happiness. And then I have my teapot.
Oh, that's cool.
Teapot on there. And this is the man's sweater. So I bought him this yarn many years ago, like 3. It's fancy yarn. And I bought it and I gave it to him as a present, and he was not amused. He did not think the giant pile of squishy yarn was so good.
The trouble.
He kind of was like, what am I supposed to do with this? Oh, and this is in my Halloween all the time. Again, a Stitched by Jessalou bag. But seriously, because I love... How can you not? How can you not? I have Halloween all the time.
You need one that says this is Halloween and has like the Jack Pumpkin.
Yes. Oh, I do. I do not have a Nightmare Before Christmas.
One, right? You don't have a night.
Huh?
I said you don't have a Nightmare Before Christmas when you were saying.
Is that what I was saying?
Yes.
I lost my train of thought because I'm looking for this pattern.
It's okay. Oh,
Okay.
oh, that's the pattern.
this is
Okay.
No, hold on, because it's right here. Hold on. Here it is. What's weird?
This is weird what I'm about to say, but I finished my pillow casing that I was
Yay!
saying I was gonna start. It does not want to show up on camera.
It shows up if it's a little bit closer, but they saw that the.
Yeah, you have to kind of like make
I
it
said
focus.
I was starting it at the beginning of the podcast, and I finished it already. I just need to get some stuffing. I have to buy some stuffing.
Yay!
Awesome.
We can do that this weekend.
You know, you could just put some of Dad's squishy yarn that he doesn't have use for in there.
No. So this is the sweater that I'm making.
Will it appear?
I'll be right back.
Da, 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 da.
Not in my ear. It's the Rock Island. You really can't see it. That does not show up too well.
I can help with this.
I don't think it's gonna work. Oh, magic!
It will wash us out slightly, though.
So it's the Rock Island.
And we're
Wait, let me see. Rock Island Line. Rock Island Line sweater by Jane Hosworth. Okay, it disappeared. And so that is what I'm working on because of the disaster with this next project, which I'm going to show you.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, this is the real heartbreaker.
So, anyone that can help. I finished the other sweater, which happens to be, I don't know if it's the boyfriend sweater. It's from the book Knits Men Love. And he has a fantastic Ravelry group. He answers all sorts of questions, the whole bit. And I have the whole thing finished. Do you mind holding that?
No.
That was Jackie's fault.
Smell.
And
I'm gonna go get that.
the only thing I don't have done is the neck, clearly. So, giant man sweater. Giant man sweater. Except that the sleeves are not on.
Sleeve. As evidenced by sleeve in Joshua's hand.
And they are clipped together. So,
You could just wear
It's
it
very
like
fashionable,
that.
Mom.
you think he could just wear it like that? That would be good. So I did start to sew it in, as you can tell, which is not the best sewing job. And the problem is that these are set-in sleeves, and you're supposed to do them knit flat. And when you do a set-in sleeve, it's just like when you sew a sleeve, and you have to make it fit the same way you fit a sewn sleeve into like a shirt or something. But my sleeves are knit in the round. And so when I go to put them in, I easily have
Like that,
just
right?
it's not that much. It's more like this much extra space that doesn't fit right. And I really don't want to have to take the sleeves apart and re-knit them, because parts of this sweater already look like they're not the right color. Now, he said he can't notice when I held it out. But I think
now I can't notice either.
well, because it's mostly on the front, but I think you can tell if you look at it. You know that they're going to hear all of that, right? You say, "Excuse me, you silly girl."
Jackie.
So, it's hilarious. So yeah, so I got mad. I sewed the sweater together. I sewed part of the sleeve. It didn't look very nice. And I have no idea how to fix it other than to take the sleeves completely apart. And he's been waiting for this sweater for years, so I feel bad because... So I started a new one, because that's what one does. One puts the one that's not working, get some water, you silly, and puts it away and starts a brand new one that could cause problems. And this is in my giant gnome bag that I love so much. It's from Knitting Den. Look at the gnomies. Aren't they cute? And she is Kiki Boo Bags on Etsy. She does have some really cute yarn up for sale right now. She's not like a yarn dyer per se, but she did adventure out and try doing that. And her bags are super cute. I have a lot of them. So I think that's all. Those are the projects that I am currently working on. My TWD, my finished ones.
TPWD?
I am.
Projects you're working on?
So we're going to talk a little bit about what I might do after we show what I've gotten, and then Josh wants to show his project. So before you show, you want to sit with your project over here and talk a little bit about it, and then I'll show what I've gotten.
This one
sit. Oh, this is going
I'm
on.
putting it
Sorry.
I'm on professionalism. I'm putting my hat on because my hair today is not on fleek.
So this is your very first sock head, right?
It's my first project ever.
Don't do that.
Makes
Don't
a
do that
return.
at the table.
It makes a return.
Okay, so this is gonna have noise alert. Okay. It's gonna make crinkly noises.
Crinkle.
But
Crinkle.
I could not help there is one other one, and I really want to get it.
Oh, these are pretty.
Yeah, and they go together. Look.
Put it towards like the yellow place, and they can see it.
What do you mean? They can see it.
I made it so it would focus on things.
It is focusing, I think. And then these are the colors that go with. So I couldn't help it. Tristan had the cutest socks with this, and then I was watching the Hey Sister podcast, and they had the cutest socks done with this, and I loved Amy's pattern. Oh, and I love her other pattern that just came out, and so I had to get these, and these are going to be in my upcoming box of socks. And
that's right.
This is heels and toes, so that'll be a new thing for me because I have not done heels and toes different, like with different colors.
Okay.
But I've also not used like a speckly yarn like this ever. I've never used a yarn like that. They have a kind of a purpley one that I think she said she's figured out how to make, which I thought you would be excited about. I'll have to show you. But they had one on sparkle, and I was so excited about the idea of that, but I just can't do that right now. And then here's the other thing. Dun, dun, dun. We were talking about brioche. And I was talking about the Briolicious shawl. I really want to make the Briolicious shawl. But I decided to do something else. Possibly, I'm still going to do the Briolicious shawl, which is gorgeous.
Might she add?
Crinkle alert.
Crinkle.
So I ordered this from Infinite Twist, because if you know Infinite Twist, it's amazing. And this is the wrap. You can see it. Sashiko.
Towards your right.
I can see it, baby. It's good.
Okay.
It's amazing. And I love the colors. And there's another picture. Hold on. I love this. Wearing it like this will so be perfect for me. Because I always have this part that I get cold. And I go like, I fold things over right here. So
he's freezing all the time.
That's perfect. And when you order from Infinite Twist, they give you everything you need, which is nice. I don't know if I'm going to use exactly these things. I might, but Infinite Twist.
They even give you like little stitch markers.
And then,
oh my gosh!
I know, crinkle alert. Look at these colors, guys. Look at it. This dark cherry color is amazing. I don't know if they can see it because of the light. It's just
How much
gorgeous.
can I pay you to use that?
Oh no, this is mine. You can't.
I'll pay you
Some
$40.
things have no price.
Nice family.
Like me. Just
Like
kidding.
family. So those are the things that I have gotten in the last... Well, we didn't podcast for a lot of February. We did a podcast right before your birthday, and then we tried the podcast last week, and it got lost.
And it was
But we had...
Wild.
So February was crazy. Got horribly sick with a nasty cold virus thing that knocked me on my rear end. And magically none of my children, they got like a little bit of a cough, a little bit of a cold. And a little bit of like sleeping. But then you guys were all fine. Me, on the other hand, it was 3.5 weeks. And then I have a show that I'm directing and producing, and that has been crazy.
Oh, it's the fun little things. I'm stage managing that show again because I figured out that is volunteer hours that I get paid for, and it's a job that I can brag about later to my children or things.
That's a good plan. I don't know whether it's a good plan that you're going to have children or that you're going to brag to them, but I like the whole thing.
I mean, it depends where I have children, right? When? Rather. I
don't know. That's it. It's a fun thing. I'm glad you're stage managing. It's a bit of an effort.
You okay, sister?
Mm-hmm. Right. And what else has been going on? So, podcast last week. I haven't had as much knitting time as I would like, but I have. I want to get Daddy's sweater done in like 11 weeks.
You okay? Oh, Jackie's giving you that.
I know, right? This is not something that I am known for. I'm like the slowest knitter ever.
I think Dad could get it done in 11 weeks faster than you.
But that's the goal, is to have Daddy's sweater done in 11 weeks. And I also am working on the box of socks. And then Jackie and I were talking about the Hey Sister podcast with the beautiful girls. Right? They're amazing.
No, these are the beautiful girls.
Oh, you're cute. But, we were talking about the fade, right? Because I am not really a fan of the Find Your Fade. Most of them I don't really like. And I've been trying to figure out a shawl that I want to work on, and I like the Briolicious shawl in the pink and gray that is shown. And I got from... Oh, I have it here. Hold on, because I went and looked it up. I was spending all that time. So this is from... It's Terry Schmidt is the designer. Okay? And this is what it looks like. Is it gonna work now? It's the Nightwing shawl. Why do you make don't make the noise. Don't make the noise. Stop making the noise.
It's the Nightwing shawl.
Okay.
That I ever so dearly need to knit.
So this, I love this shawl. And he gifted this to me. It was just in my inbox.
Oh, the yellow.
Look at these colors. See? There's a use for your neon, or if you like Stephen West.
Yeah.
That yellow and gray is fantastic. So it was awesome that he gifted that to me. His name is Terry Schmidt, and it's called the Nightwing. Nightwing. So I love that. It's kind of a shallow shawl, if you look.
It doesn't need to be that big, though, right?
No, it's shallow, I think. But I was thinking I would really like something bigger. And I've been looking at the Find Your Fade. And Jackie and I were talking this morning. She showed her fade from the green, remember? And it's so pretty.
Excuse me?
It's so pretty.
Yes.
So I am now considering doing a Find Your Fade. The only issue is that by the time I get mine done, everyone in the world will be finished and have moved on to other things.
And that will
you'll
also
still
mean
be popular.
I will have to do
I
a
won't
Find
be
Your
popular.
Fade, which will consist of a lot of blacks and grays and possibly red and black.
That would be interesting, but I think... See, I don't like knitting with black at all. I tried to do
You're
a
crazy.
No, it's hard.
Wait, continue that sentence, please.
Yes, I tried to do a Bellatrix...
Lestrange?
No, it was not a Bellatrix Lestrange.
Beatrix Lestrange.
I do have a Bellatrix Lestrange yarn that's black with like hints of burgundy in it, and it's amazing, but it's black, and I think it's fingering weight. And the few times that I have tried to knit with black yarn, it's been insane.
Bellatrix Lestrange is an awful human being.
Is she human though?
She's a human.
She's
I thought she was one of those
She's a pureblood. She's a Death Eater.
Death Eaters, yeah.
Death
Apparently
Eaters.
I would like
She
the Death
likes
Eaters.
Lord Voldemort. She works for Lord
You shall not be named.
Voldemort.
We should be clear that I haven't read these books so that people aren't
Oh.
freaked out.
I've read
I think
all
I'm
of the
gonna have
books
to
4
go
times.
soon.
I'm going to have to make
Except for
a
Cursed Child.
loudness warning for how loud you're being for the video, especially like in my ear.
I haven't talked like for 20 minutes.
That's true, but that's okay.
Thanks.
We are thinking about doing a Harry Potter soap line though.
No Bellatrix.
No Bellatrix?
No Bellatrix.
Oh, but I think it would be fun.
I think you should do a wand soap.
What would you... Well, that's...
So
okay.
it's like... it's like what Jackie did. It's an oval-shaped soap, and you have like a wand on it.
Well,
and
I know
3.
we could... I could make a wand that makes bubbles. That you swirl it in the bathtub and it makes bubbles. Yeah, I can do that.
We could have the bubbles.
It's kind of like
right now.
It's kind of like
wand
a
bubbles or wand soap.
We could have the bubbles be a different color from the wand.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I'm
Harry
excited.
Potter soap. I think a Bellatrix Lestrange candle would be amazing. Be like a goth
We get to burn
candle.
it. We get to burn it.
Yeah. We'll have to, we have to test
good.
all the candles.
That's
right?
good.
You just want to burn it.
Yeah.
Burn it.
Burn it.
I hate Bellatrix.
Okay.
That's a little too much.
So find your fade, and then so I'm trying to pick a shawl, and then I have
That was
a
weird. I'm sorry.
sweater picked out. That's it. That's like everything, right?
Yeah.
I think
and
that's
you're
about
good.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So are we done?
Yeah.
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 Yes.
Yeah.
Hello.
All right. Thank you very much for this very odd
Long.
day of podcast.
Exhausting.
It's because there's 2
Ridiculous.
children here. It'd be fun.
Horrible. Weird. Ridiculous.
You're making me...
Original.
Unique and original podcast. All right. Thank you very much.
Oh, geez.
And we will talk to you next week.
Goodbye from Squid Hat.
Bye.
Squid Hat.
Have a good week.
Hi, I'm Brandy.
Okay. Your nose is on the red dot, Josh. You don't even have to try. Okay, so that light is either your camera or is it
It's
just from outside?
outside.
It's outside
Yeah.
light.
Wait,
Yeah.
We're just all blown out right here. All of us.
No, not me.
Am I blocking you? There, now you're blown out.
Now I'm not even seeing...
All right, hold on. Let's set this up.
It's mom only.
Dad.
All right, I'm just going to write up the notes. What?
I was just nothing.
No, so he had a mediation, but it didn't settle.
Okay.
But it wasn't all day, so that was good. Are you threading that?
Yes.
So we're doing sewing.
My nose is on the button again.
I think your nose is going to be on the button the whole thing.
Joshua the red button reindeer
The red button boy.
had a very red button.
All right, let me do these. I'm just gonna wait.
Hi, I'm Brandy.
Wait for you guys.
Oh, wait, I already did that.
This is me waiting for my children. This is what this is. You're still eating.
Everyone's gonna be so sad that they
Wait,
can't
it's
have
gonna
your
take 8 years.
delicious brown sugar cookies with sugar on top and more sugar and deliciousness that you can't have.
Surprisingly, they taste like salt.
I don't think that's accurate. Are you guys done yet? I'm gonna restart, okay? I'm gonna wait forever. We're gonna wait forever. I have to go do chores.
Hi, I'm Jackie.
That's twice.
And welcome to Shy. I'm the new one. This is my brother Josh, and that's my mom Brandy.
Okay. Can you stop now? Are you done? Look, he's not done. He's gonna keep going. It's hilarious.
Awkward. I love your little thing there, Jackie.
It's blocking
Thanks.
her face. It blocks your.
Personally.
It blocks your face.
It
blocks
blocks
his-
your face. That's some nice words.
When you're trying to finish your thesis. Distraction. Fail.
Distraction.
This is awkward.
I can't see where the thread is going.
I can't see your face because this thing. Are you trying to thread it? Here, show over here. Let me see how you're trying to thread it. That's the littlest needle ever in the history of all needles.
Yeah, well, I couldn't find any other needles.
Ugh. I love when you thread a needle and you go like this.
Well, I can't see.
Like it'll get easier with big eyes. Big eyes. We're so far back. I can't distinguish myself from the games because I'm so far back. Oh, she's so close.
Was that better?
Okay, let's see.
I love, Mom, you pointed it out, but like pandemic is above my head.
Pandemic, all the pandemic is right over Josh because...
I wonder why.
Pandemic. I have bad hair today.
So do I.
I had mom hair earlier. That's why.
Hey, mom hair is in season right now.
So we have to be careful not to hit the table.
Okay.
Because different table, different setting. Games. Because we have some games. We have a lot of games. Okay, so welcome to Shy.
Sorry. I am Josh.
And my name is Brandy Jones, and I am a homeschool mom to 6 children.
And I am a slave. Please save me.
Child divorcing parent.
Oh my goodness. So we do have children that are home. And so if you don't like listening to kids or knitting stuff or homeschool stuff.
Weirdo, why are you here?
Soap stuff. Yeah, this isn't your podcast.
Like, how'd you get to this part of the internet again? In the comments?
YouTube was like, we suggest this for you. Because some of the things that YouTube suggests for me are very like that. Like, what? What?
Like, really, dude?
Like, why are you doing that? So, It's been almost a month.
Yeah.
It's been over a month. Has it been over a month?
Well, technically we posted last week, right?
Well, since we did the other episode, so here's what happened. So it was right before your birthday, and then I started to get sick. And I got hit with the nastiest, worst cold thing. It wasn't a flu. It was like a cold that went on forever. And then right after your birthday, there was like some personal stuff.
Yeah.
But like the cold knocked me down. Like I would say, oh, I'm really tired, and then the next thing, like the kids would, I'd be taking a nap because tired and sick, and it was like 3.5, 4 weeks before I was better, right?
Yeah, it was not great.
So it's been a long time since we.
I know something funny I can do that I want to try. Right? So if any of you do sign language...
You need water?
Yeah. I'm trying to... I can't do, like, the 3 thing because...
3?
Never, but, like...
Or you mean what? Like W?
Like M. Like...
Okay.
M.
What is that on your hand? I don't know what that is.
It's a ring.
You have to hold it up. No, I mean...
Oh.
You're doing it in your hand. I don't know what that is.
I don't. I'm trying to make my fingers close. So it's M is the first one.
Uh-huh. Oh, we forgot the mic. I think it's over there. Do you want to hop and get it?
Do we need it?
It's going to pick up all the sound of Joey. Look, Jack's like running to the rescue because we're all askew. We just up and decided we would just like do this.
Jack, can you find the mic for us, please?
Do you see it?
Thank you, Techie. Thank you.
All right.
Hashtag techies need more respect than they get.
True story. All right. Can you hit the...
I can just plug it in and then they can change it, probably.
I don't think so.
Technical difficulties. Knitting.
12 to 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you knitting?
Knitting.
You ready?
Yeah.
I don't have my knitting out.
Mom.
Should I have my knitting out?
Come on. Oh, professionalism. Come on.
So not professional.
I like that I'm glowing.
Is it from the outside? Do we need to move over a little bit?
I think it's fine. If I scoot over this way, I'm fine.
Here, hit the button. Hit the button, it looks like.
Cookie dough.
I don't know about that. See, I don't want you leaning on the table meanwhile, don't you?
Manly. No, manly.
You're too.
Turtle.
Oh,
turtle.
Turtle.
Rabbit.
Isn't it turtle like that?
Dude.